As I promised, here I am back with Durea, telling her what to do, or basically she's telling me what I should be doing.
Three house leaders. You should also take a look around the... That is your first task here at the monastery. Once you have finished, may I ask a favor of you?
Now, here's a little bit of a break. First of all, I'll show Claude and his roster first, and then the other ones will happen in their own separate routes anyway. So here we are with Claude, presenting the Golden Deer House of the Leicester Alliance.
I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as... Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Okay, now let's go into the members. We'll start first with Leonie.
Leonie enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
So, Leonie's technically an archer, as you can see in the beginning intro of the houses. Well, she has more of an affinity for that rather than anything else. But we'll see what we make her.
Is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
Hilda's a very good type. Very good axe user. Marianne, Depression incarnate.
Is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
I mean, they do hear her speak, I guess, most of the time.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own.
I don't really stand like Cynthia that much. I can't bear her. Ignatz.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight.
One day he'll be a real knight.
If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
The big softy of the group.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and... actually, that's about it.
Yeah, he's a simple man. Now Lawrence. A nice one.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
And, well, Claude himself.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about... But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
And that's about it. And we completed Ria's mission, and all we have to do is return to the audience chamber and see how the story evolves now.
Your time at the academy thus far. I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intended.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our three houses. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining two houses.
Interesting enough, I think if I go this route, Wait, let me just check something first with Blue Lions. Yeah, I'm right. So Hannerman will get Black Eagle and Manuela will get Blue Lions. Very interesting. How would I go around it to make it the other way? I don't think I can. Golden Deer it is.
Chosen the Golden Deer led by Claude.
Yes.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fódlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate it.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am Seteth's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the student. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as
Wait, what? Are you really our new homeroom professor?
Now, the mock battle I really enjoy and really showcases the aspect of the three houses and a part of the storyline, in fact. Though it gets kind of weird at some point.
Is that true?
The story, everything. Except if you're playing Blue Lions, I feel like that's...
I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
that kind of makes sense in its own contained universe where you don't really care much about other stuff happening in the world.
I was sure you'd be roped into joining the Knights.
Don't tell me. You chose this class just to get to know me better, right? I'm flattered. Whoops. Now that you're our professor, maybe I should choose my words more carefully. Oh, well then, since we're pretty close in age and all, I suppose formalities aren't all that necessary.
One must truly marvel at the exceptionality of this appointment. Becoming a teacher to students almost the same age as yourself. I've heard you are a skilled mercenary, but I cannot shake my discomfort at your new position.
Are you really as strong as they say? Let's see your biceps. I bet I packed on more muscle than you.
I doubt that. Apparently our new professor was personally recommended by Alois, one of the Knights.
As far as skill goes, I saw it with my own eyes. What's more, Teach here is the child of the most renowned former captain of the Knights of...
I heard. There's no way a child of the captain isn't worthy. It's simply not possible. The captain? Who are you talking about? Captain Geralt, of course. The most notable captain of the Knights of Seiros and a peerless mercenary. Huh. It doesn't matter what you think of him. Captain Geralt deserves nothing but respect.
As you can see, she's a huge fan of the player character's father.
Well, after working as a mercenary alongside a father figure such as he, I have high hopes for our professor. Just because someone is special doesn't mean their children are special too, Lysithia.
Uh-huh.
Assuming that a child is going to be exceptional just because of their lineage is up. Don't you agree, Marianne? Huh? Oh, yes. Well, we can find out for ourselves in battle. I can't wait to see what tactics...
A battle? Shouldn't we have a welcome party or something first? I'll get the meat.
How savage. I propose a nice conversation over tea instead. I am more than willing to procure some high-quality lead.
Tea? You can't get to know someone over tea. If there's no meat involved, it's not a...
Your common sensibilities are grating to my noble ears. Please quiet yourself.
Yeah, some of their interactions are quite funny and... how to put it... Lawrence is probably one of my favorite characters.
Sorry for the bickering, Teach. As you can see, the Golden Deer House is a rowdy bunch. We're not especially unified. You'll find nobles and commoners alike here. Those who are dedicated to their studies alongside slackers. But hey, that just makes your life more exciting, right? I really hope you're looking forward to the year ahead as much as...
So here's an interesting note. He means they're a rowdy bunch and they're not really that united. And that's that you can see that in any other route if you try to recruit them. The Golden Year members, every one of them leaves except Claude. Apparently he's the only one that cares about this. I know, because the last time I left him with no house. And that was fine. Okay, come on. What's this day? And this is the Hammerman one, yes, with the crest.
I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether... You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything. Absolutely. Crests are a fascinating topic. But before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand they are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through blood. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure, as I said. Crests are passed down. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just... That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all. Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it. Now then, please go ahead and...
It's a really interesting part, the one with finding out your crest. You know that it's special, but you can find it in another place, but that's for a whole different route. Let's see.
What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible, and as yet to think, there are still crests out there that even I am unaware? Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps what in the world? Oh, I see. It may...
Yes, we'll just leave him with his crest alone.
With each moon,
No, thank you, Rhea. Now this part forces us to explore. So I'll just skip over it and be back when it's done. We're really here for the battle and parts of the story. I really feel like this intermediate parts at the monastery are really more time sinks, time wasters, like some quests in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So I'll see you when it's done. Well, that has been the quest. Of course you didn't see it because I didn't do it on screen. To sum it up, you talk to the house leader about what you can do at the monastery, and that's really about it. I'm really sleepy at this point. Here we have, yeah, sure, Flowers of Fairyland. I'm gonna go to the mission and do this. Now, since it's a new game plus, I raised my professor level to where it was before, like what I had it in my previous playthrough as Blue Lions, and that's basically what was it called? Oh yeah, A+.
Battle, eh? How should we go about this? Well, you'll be our commander, that much is for sure. Just don't screw it up and everything will be great. Got it, Teach? I'll do whatever I can to help too. I mean, I'm kind of obligated to. For example, if I add a little something to their food to upset their stomachs... Yeah, wink wink, I read you. You can't officially condone that sort of thing, right?
Well, I would honestly condone it at this point, because I don't really want to fight them. Maybe they drop out.
Speaking, students from the other houses started racing to the infirmary. As far as anyone knows, it could just be a harmless little stomach bug making the rounds.
Well, what a fascinating conversation you two are having.
Claude, I can't believe you would stoop to such crooked schemes to gain the advantage. Have you no honor?
If that was really my scheme, I wouldn't be talking about it out in the open. I'm afraid you'll have to wait until our battle to see.
It's irrelevant anyhow. Whatever you have planned won't save you from a crushing defeat.
She has a point. Still, I'm rather eager to see what sort of schemes that mind of yours...
You heard him, Teach. We can't let these fine folks down. Of course, a fair fight, as all fights are. Good one, Teach. Play innocent now so they won't see it coming.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the student.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
I'm sorry, professors. It's about time I returned to my training anyway. Claude, Edelgard,
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint.
Okay, I'm gonna push the little man in like this. I like he's dancing. I always like that. Yeah, fish. No, thank you. I know how it works. We can't use all our units. We're kind of stuck with a few. 5 at maximum, really. So I'm gonna use Claude anyway because there's no discussion. I'm as much as I want to. I can't remove him. Lawrence, Hilda, and Marianne. I would get rid of Marianne for maybe Leonie, and then there's 4 more left, which I find really awful. Take like Cynthia for me. Claude can have, I think Raphael is a good option, and Leonie can have Ignatz. Why not? Let's see how we are put. No, you're not good there. I'd rather have Lawrence. No, can't move him. Yeah, this is proper.
So, this is the stage for the mock battle. The command...
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well.
Good. We have... yeah, Dimitri with the Do and Mercedes alongside Ash. Yeah. On this side with Hannerman. There's Manuela, Dorothea, Edelgard, and Ferdinand. I think Black Eagle didn't deploy order of troops, but whatever. So let's get a little bit of aggro on him.
I stand ready.
And we'll move
Let's get to it.
these guys like this to ensure some sort of safe measures, you might call them. You know, backup attacks. In case the first one fail.
I will fight on the front lines. I can stop the enemy's advance with grace.
Do you have Lady Edelgard's permission to... I suppose I've no choice but to provide cover.
Thank you, Hubert. We are off to a terrible start.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Did you, Mercedes? Keep our enemy occupied until... I'm on it.
Oh my. What?
Oh, interesting. He went for Claude. That might be a good thing. Going directly for Leon, for Hilda, I see. No, I really want to win this one. I think you can lose this one. Yeah, I'm gonna use my character to attack Hubert. And a critical. Nice. Hubert is basically a little guard second in command.
Suppose I'll have to call it a day.
That is that.
Good. You know what? Let's get rid of Ash for now. Smack him on the head with the axe. Okay, that's pretty good. Do I want Leonie or Lawrence to get a kill? Fine, I'll take Lawrence. Now, in fact, yeah, I know. I'll use you to attack here. You must be kidding me. Only 1 point left. Can you get rid of... No. It's only 1 point. What's the harm that could happen, right? I'll just use Tempest Lance on Leonie. Now, combat arms, to explain it so it's easier because I didn't use them the first match. Combat arts basically mean you waste more uses of your weapon, but you do more damage.
How did I fail? I must need to sorry, but victory is mine.
And it's a pretty good offset. If you ask me, that's a pretty good deal.
I expected as much.
Could have been better.
You are performing as expected, Professor. We will have to face you.
Okay, we have time to move. Then I'll use Leonie to smash Ash over the face. But apparently she just doesn't want to do it. Then I'll use Hilda. Come on, Hilda. 86%? Yeah.
Sorry, did I hurt you?
Something about being strange to fight. Or whatever. Just gonna move Lawrence and Claude further on. And we'll make a shield the professor from when they do attacks.
Are you planning on fighting two houses at once? I will admit that is favorable for us.
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge it.
Okay, I want to say they're very careful with their movements as to not do anything, as to not put themselves in danger, but they do just prove me wrong. Okay. No, Leonie can... Not unless I open the path. And do I want to open it? I think I want to open it. No. Because that would mean I stand right... Yeah, that would have been right next to him, and unless I have a mini bow, that doesn't work. Okay.
Apologies, Your Highness.
Now let's see who I get to smack over the head with my main character. That looks quite bad. In fact, anything looks bad at this point. Lawrence, any combat arts to use a Mercedes? Yeah, good enough, I guess. It's no killing blow, but it's enough. Only here, and I'll use my professor. Combat arts him over the face. Yeah, I really have no other option besides this.
But I refuse to yield. Do not fool yourself into.
Now it's risky. Next turn he might get rid of the professor of Byleth, but I have enough faith in my characters that they can pull off. They can pull it off.
Forgive me, everyone. My battle ends here.
Okay, that was a good attempt for Mercedes. Now, let's see. No, Leonie. Fine, we'll use Claude to not take the win from Dimitri. Not even then. Leonie, can you go and attack? Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh no. I call that a win.
Getting the Mercedes, opens a path, and we'll use Lawrence as a buffer of sorts. We're just gonna use him to make chip damage against Dimitri, so Claude can take the skill. Kill. Yeah, get it. To win this friendly fight.
Claude, please. This is no time for idle banter. Your defenses are wide open.
That didn't get to him, huh? What a shame. I'll find a better way to ruffle him up next time.
As always, next time. And with 9 damage, that's it. Bam, another level up for Claude, who mastered his rank as a noble.
Doesn't always go as planned.
Strength and speed could be better. Oh, Raphael has a level up as well. HP, dexterity, and defense.
My training was insufficient. I am so sorry.
Good. Now I'm gonna have a problem with this side with these femme fatales coming here. I don't even know how to begin. I am scared of Elder Guard's weapon, or the axe, but
let us be cautious.
I think they can hold it off. That's why I even put Hilda there. And that's why they're all on the fort. I think except... yeah, except the good old... Lawrence. He's not. Though... it has only a 61% chance of hitting back. I'm willing to take it. Why was I even wondering if it would work?
Can't get comfortable.
Oh well.
Look at that, a real-life princess. I'll have to be careful not to scar that little face.
Careful, Claude. I'll win no matter what, but you're only making things harder.
Losing hasn't even crossed your mind, has it? Ooh, this will be a bit of a shock then.
To shock was your intention to begin with, was it not?
Okay. Not so bad. Axe users are really.
I didn't expect that. We'll call it a stalemate.
Okay. Still have a sort of an advantage. But only in 3 people. Okay, Hilda, let's see how you do against Dorothea. Could do better. Apparently, black tomes are also heavy. Oh, Hilda, why don't you take Edelgard to town a little? Oh, and the crest activates. Good. Some crests usually heal characters. I'm not sure if hers is one that heals right now. And we'll use you, Leonie, to take the final blow with your spear. That resolves the Edelgard problem. Okay. Magic and lust. Yeah, that's kind of terrible. And Lawrence, can you bomb Manuela? Nah, it's not worth it. It's way too. The risk is way higher than it should be.
Damn, I'm letting the cap.
Well, it's 2 on 3. Yeah, it's 2 on 3. And I'm left with characters that are not really the most brilliant at hitting Dorothea strong enough to get rid of her. Well, I also have a vulnerary. That might work, but there's also Hannerman on the other direction. And I'm not really a fan of that. Having to fight the magic user while being glow.
The new professor seems
naturally.
And there's only 2 left now. Oh, come on, it's 74. Yeah, I don't really like this. I don't really like where this is going. Can you use the divine pulse? Oh well, I guess that's for more serious issues. Combat arts, tempest. If only you could have a critical, Lawrence. And not get hit, by the way. Come on. HP, strength, defense, and charm. That's nice. Well, she's gonna heal for 3 more. I think that will get rid of her for now. Let's see. Does he end it with a no? No, he has the combat arts. Fine, we're gonna waste combat arts for nothing, Lawrence. I hope you're happy.
You can't compete with me.
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see.
Now the problem is that Hannerman won't move from there. In fact, yeah, having more units would have been way useful, but I kind of blown it up with my bad decisions. Okay, Yeah, a javelin would have been perfect or something along the lines. Okay, I feel this is perfect. And Lawrence might be able to take another one. Another 11 hit. But he respond. Lawrence, it was a 91% chance. And of course Manuela, and of course Dorothea didn't miss with what she had.
Steady now.
Well, it's time to end it. Lawrence might not get MVP this match, but he's an MVP in my heart, and that's for sure. HP, Dex, and Charm.
All right, that's that. The winner of the Golden Deer House.
Great work, everyone. Even if it's just a mock battle, the taste of victory.
Yeah, he got MVP anyway. Yeah. So still the connecting part, yeah. Chapter 1. Online statistics for most deployed. Those never seem to change since I got the game.
Great work, Teach. That was a brilliant win. I've been anticipating that magic moment when your tactics and my schemes entwined, and you did not disappoint. That composed expression you always sport like a permanent mask is a perfect complement to my ruthless schemes. That's a joke, of course. Mostly. To be honest, I had a bunch of other schemes planned as well, just in case the situation. But I didn't have to resort to any of them. I suppose our opponents lucked out.
Well met, Professor. The breadth of your skill was on full display today. I must admit that your tactics were masterful. I shudder to think what may have transpired had it been Claude leading us into battle.
I noticed that too. We just did what you told us, and we won! I love it!
As expected from a child of the former captain of the Knights. Thank you for today, Professor. I have much to consider. I never doubted that our professor would be amazing. It was way too obvious. Don't you agree, Marianne? Huh? Me? Oh, yes.
Captain Gerald taught his child well. It would have been more of a surprise had our professor proved lacking.
Don't you think it's a bit harsh to give Gerald all of the credit, Leonie? In any case, it's clear that we only won because of our new mentor's guidance.
A mercenary's wisdom and techniques are forged in battle. Those are the sorts of things you can only learn through experience. Right, Teach? But more importantly, it's time to celebrate our victory. Teach here has yet to try my well. I really do hope you'll join us. After all, I swiped some finely aged cheese from the dining hall for just this occasion.
That's the battle. Now I really got that. It really got the air out of me.
Was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students. I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Those affiliated with Garreg Mach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need. Regardless of social, students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say.
I don't really like how the female model looks, how it has those ears, like, looks weird.
Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly. Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear. You ought to know that I am always with you now.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks. No one said anything about the Knights of Dan Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
I mean, yeah. That's what you usually do with loose ends, right?
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacement.
Wait! Get back here! Damn!
Let's save again.
Part 1. White Cloud. Harpstring Moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
And now we're going to familiar scenery. For this one, we'll... it won't happen in the same video. There's a lot, and I mean a lot, to be done this month. So first occasion I get, time to, you know, save it. And then come back another time. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's the character's birthday. I forgot I put it like this.
Have already been notified. Your mission is to subdue some. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until...
More bandits. Not very original, Teach. Well, as long as you're with us, at least things won't be boring. In fact, it may take... And with that, I take my leave to make my final preparations.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery? Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out. That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down. Ever.
A very important lesson. Now let's sure, give flowers to it. And this will be all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.